You are watching What's Up Punta Cana with Christy Maggio, una americana italiana en la República Dominicana since 2013. A teacher at heart, but her curiosity has sparked new opportunities. Director, businesswoman, humanitarian, talk show host. La curiosa directora has decided to become the student. Go behind the scenes to get a closer look at what this country is all about. And Cher is here with you. So, if you love everything Dominicana, stay tuned. This is What's Up Punta Cana with Christy Maggio.
On today's episode of What's Up Punta Cana with Christy Maggio, we are going to give you a behind-the-scenes look at a wonderful organization here in the Bávaro, Punta Cana area called Vida Plena. Vida Plena offers women from the communities of El Hoyo and Monte Verde microloans and micro-leasing as a way for them to start a small business of their own. It also hosts artisan trade training courses that are open to the community with the goal in mind that these events will provide an opportunity in the lives of people who come to the trainings to provide them with a skill that can be utilized with very little to no capital expenses and the ability to run them out of their own home, allowing these women to find work through self-employment. Vida Plena is a Christian-based group that fosters creativity and builds confidence through work and embraces the whole person by speaking to their social, emotional, and spiritual lives. Let's take a look.
The Dominican Republic is the fastest growing tourist destination in all of Latin America and the Caribbean. But behind the lap of luxury is a stark change in reality. The men of El Hoyo and Monte Verde line the streets early in the mornings in hopes of making about $1 an hour. The path to their homes in Monte Verde is almost unnavigable by car and reeks of burning trash. Without a formal education or a trade skill, the women of Monte Verde generally lack dignified employment opportunities. Many don't speak Spanish or have the proper documentation to work. In many cases, she has to resort to selling herself to put food on the table for her family. Vida Plena is the part of Second Mile Missions that provides vocational training, micro-leasing, and employment opportunities to mothers, to women, mostly single mothers whose kids are going to the school in Second Mile Mission School. And it's kind of another way for us to embrace the full family and to educate and provide dignified employment to those ladies.
Now, let's find out more about the women of Vida Plena.
Francisca is 15 years old. She spends the mornings working at Vida Plena, and she spends the afternoons studying at the Second Mile Mission School as part of the sponsorship program.
Buenos días.
Buenos días.
¿Cómo está?
Bien.
Dime un poco de Vida Plena y cómo cambió un poco su vida, en lo que piensa.
Ok. De muchas maneras, claro, porque antes de venir aquí, yo no tenía una meta, ni siquiera tenía como prácticamente un sueño ni nada por el estilo. Y luego de venir aquí, tengo algo como por qué luchar o un sueño que alcanzar. Y gracias a George, tengo una meta en la vida. Entonces, no solamente económicamente, sino que también ha marcado mi vida. Ya no, a lo largo del tiempo, ya eso se va a quedar ahí por siempre, porque tengo un sueño gracias a estar aquí. Gracias.
¿Pensaste que iba a tener la posibilidad de hacer estas cosas?
En realidad no, la primera vez que yo llegué aquí, yo no sabía ni siquiera tejer un hilo y duran muchos meses para enseñarme a hacer eso. Todavía como a los 2 meses no sabía yo hacer 2 hilos por día y eso me salía mal, totalmente horrible. aunque me pagaban como quiera, pero me salía mal.
Muy bien, muchísimas gracias.
Mabel is 38 years old, and she's been here in the Dominican Republic for almost 20 years. She's a total godsend to Vida Plena and to me personally.
Porque para mí, Vida Plena ha hecho muchas cosas para mí. Me ha cambiado mucho. Incluso hasta estaba haciendo, me ayudó también a construir mi casa. Y sí, y también aprendí que yo no sabía coser. Aprendí también a coser y también la joyería también no tenía idea. Aquí también aprendí a hacer joyería también y económicamente también con lo que gano pude ayudar a mi familia, a mis hijas, porque tengo 3 niñas y aparte también yo soy parte de aquí también, que Vida Plena está ayudando muchas mujeres aquí también, mujeres que ni siquiera tenían futuro, que no pensaban ni cómo ayudar a sus hijos. Pero gracias a Dios que Dios ha utilizado esas personas para poder ayudarnos aquí y para que nuestro sueño sea realidad.
Buenos días. Buen día. ¿Cómo se llama?
Mi nombre es Altagracia.
Altagracia, ¿puede compartir con nosotros cómo Vida Plena ha cambiado su vida?
Sí, lo puedo compartir. Tengo poco tiempo, pero en ese poco tiempo que tengo, he aprendido muchas cosas aquí en Vida Plena. He aprendido mucho. Yo soy madre soltera y gracias a Dios y luego a George, que me brindó empleo aquí. Es un taller, pero uno aprende mucho. Muchas cosas que no tenía conocimiento, yo lo he aprendido aquí y yo le doy muchas gracias a Dios por eso.
¿Cuáles son unas cosas que
He aprendido a hacer. Yo no sabía tejer con hilo y aprendí a tejer y unas cuantas operaciones más que he aprendido.
Nanush is 36 years old, and she's been here in the Dominican Republic for 12 years.
Vida Plena ayúdame mucho porque yo tengo 5 niños para atender. Antes, cuando yo no trabajaba, no tengo dinero para comprar las cosas a la niña. Ahora yo tengo atender a la niña. Tú sabes, cuando la madre tiene 5 niñas, no tengo posibilidad para trabajar, ¿no? Tú sabes que lucha para adelante y después aprendí a hacer tijera y hacer otras cosas.
Beatriz is 31 years old. She arrived here from Haiti about 8 months ago and unfortunately had to leave 3 of her kids in Haiti.
Yo aprendí muchas cosas con Vida Plena.
Miranda is 23 years old. She has a super sweet disposition and we really enjoy having her at the workshop. She's always willing to help out where needed and really cares for the other women here at Vida Plena.
Vida Plena, hacer muchas cosas en mi vida. Yo aprendí mucho, brazaletes y cadenas, tijeras. Sí. Y me cambió mi vida porque yo me gusta trabajar. Sí. Sí.
Y antes pensaba que tenía futuro, que tenía sueños, pero no sabía cómo lograrlos. Pero ahora sí.
Sí, ahora sí.
¿Y cuál es un sueño que tiene?
Hay muchas.
Sí. Bueno, pero ahora puede lograrlo, ¿sí? Todo, puede hacer todo.
Gracias.
Bienvenidos, ¿cómo está hoy?
Hola, yo me siento muy bien.
¿Y cómo se llama?
Mi nombre es Genoveva Herrera.
¿Y cuánto tiempo usted está trabajando con Vida Plena?
Yo estoy nuevecita. Para mí es una bendición que el Señor me permitió estar aquí para poder hacer su obra realmente, trabajar en la obra del Señor.
Qué bueno, qué bueno. ¿Y cómo piensa que está haciendo esto?
Ya. Esto se remonta de una petición del Señor. Hace mucho yo le había pedido al Señor, Señor, ayúdame a servirte, a hacer algo de lo que yo hago, que siempre administraba a muchas empresas, pero no solamente eso, sino que yo le voy a devolver a la sociedad. Mi presencia en este momento aquí es una petición contestada por parte de Josh también y en el caso mío. porque yo estoy aquí. Yo estoy aquí para servir a la comunidad y también las personas que nos están mirando también pueden aportar y ayudar a la comunidad. Nosotros estamos aquí, aparte de lo que ya ustedes pudieron ver, las damas que son artesanas, nosotros le enseñamos el proceso. Aparte de eso, también le enseñamos formación general. En la parte también de Cristo, nosotros le enseñamos la palabra, que es muy importante. ¿Qué realmente nosotros hacemos como acá en Vida Plena? Tomamos una familia, la ayudamos a ella, pero también a sus niños. En el caso de los niños, nosotros tenemos la fundación Segunda Milla, tomamos una familia, le enseñamos un oficio, que en el caso de ellas a tejer o hacer artesanía, y luego se le paga por ello. Eso significa que ellos están aprendiendo un oficio, se les está pagando, están trabajando. Luego de esto, entonces ya pueden seguir trabajando. Tomamos sus niños, que es una bendición, para mí me llena mucho de orgullo, lo sacamos y lo entramos al centro educativo Segunda Milla y ahí lo formamos. Eso significa que nosotros hacemos un 360 de lucha de la pobreza. Entonces, ¿cómo podemos apoyar? ¿Cómo todo el mundo puede apoyar? Yo estoy aquí realmente por eso. Me llena de orgullo presentar las manualidades que ya hacen. Son artesanías preciosas. Estos cordones son tejidos y es uno a uno que ellos lo van haciendo, muy bonito. Entonces, eso se comercializa en todas las tiendas. Entonces, cómprenlo. Cuando ustedes vean Vida Plena, acá, ustedes están aportando. Lo bello de esto es que en la parte de abajo está el nombre de la artesana. ¿Ok? Entonces, ya ustedes saben, también pueden entrar a nuestra página, Vida Plena Love. Y también pueden entonces también aportar. Comprar nuestros asesores, pero también aportar a la obra.
Don't go away. We'll be right back with WhatsApp Punta Cana.
Hi, I want to thank you all for tuning in to tonight's episode of What's Up Punta Cana with Christy Maggio. It was a real pleasure to do this interview with Vida Plena and Second Mile Missions. They have a wonderful organization in attempting to change the lives of these women, children, and families here in the Dominican Republic. This video and interviews were recorded prior to the coronavirus pandemic that the world is currently facing. Since that time, these organizations and many other wonderful groups here in the Dominican Republic have been providing food, educational services, assistance medically, emotionally to these women and children here in the area. So thank you so much. If you are able to and would like to give a donation, you can go to their website, vidaplena.love, or Second Mile Missions. They're also on social media, as you will see at the end of the episode today. Thank you so much for tuning in. God bless you all, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the show.
Now, back to the show.
Okay. This is What's Up Punta Cana with Christy Maggio, and we're here today at Vida Plena in Friusa, and we're talking to Josh Porter, founder of Vida Plena, here in the area. Welcome, Josh.
Thank you. Thank you. It's good to be here.
So, from the last time that we had an interview on the radio, now here live and to see the action, see where it all happens. Tell us a little bit about what it is that you're working on at the moment and how it's grown.
Yeah, thanks. Well, Vida Plena is the part of Second Mile Missions that provides dignified employment opportunities to single moms who have kids in the school that we have here in Friusa. The organization has responsibility for an orphanage here, a school with 850 kids, and Vida Plena, which is our artisan workshop here that we're looking at. and also a trade skills program. So yeah, Rod and Nancy, who are the founders of Second Mile, asked us to come here, my family and I, to start this new way of embracing the whole family. We've been really focused on education, and as you do that, you realize, okay, part of the education happens in the school, and part happens at the home. So we're trying to get into the home more and get to know and serve and just love on in Christ's name the mothers of these kids that we've been working with.
And so, what do you find that you have helped with the most in changing the lives of these women?
Yeah, so the easiest thing is the economic part. So in that regard, we're providing employment. They're all receiving a regular paycheck. That's kind of the easiest thing to do. The second is to sort of address the emotional and mental and spiritual health of the person. And recently, we have a psychologist on staff with Second Mile who's been helping us navigate the more emotional and psychological kind of injuries that many of the ladies that we employ have. And I'll say that it's been really amazing to watch them begin to open up more and begin to actually make goals in their life and think about the future, think about providing for their kids. So I would say, it's kind of the whole person, but the most complicated and probably most significant thing that we're doing these days is addressing their emotional and mental health.
And how many women do you have at this time that work or that are employed here?
We have about 10, and we hope to make that 15 very soon. Thank God we've had a lot of good partnerships with hotels and excursion companies, and we're growing a lot. So we hope this week or next week we'll be bringing in five more ladies from the community of Monte Verde and El Hoyo.
That's wonderful. What if, for example, do the women that, for example, would like to participate in a workshop or learn something, are they able to participate in it even if it's not with a paycheck? Is there something for other women that are there? Because I'm sure there's a lot of them.
Yeah, that's a great question, and it's something that we focus on here in terms of providing other alternative options for development and growth. For example, right next door to our workshop, we have a sewing room, and every day of the week we provide sewing opportunities to learn how to sew. And here in the community, many people repair their clothes instead of buy new clothes when they wear out. So if a lady's got her own sewing machine in her house, then that's almost like an immediate business, self-employed business to start repairing clothes of her neighbors. Another thing is that Infotep recently came to our area, and many of the ladies here will be going to take either an automotive class or more likely a baking class with Infotep. So we also have events and workshops that we do regularly in El Hoyo and in Monte Verde. So we try to not turn anybody away without anything. We can't employ everybody that comes to our door, but we have a lot of different options.
And so, just to explain, Infotep is a government-run. It's trade training by government standards, and they have different trade workshops that they provide or offer so that people can learn a trade. Wow. How long have they been here doing this?
Infotep just arrived, and like you said, it's a government-sponsored program. It's free to those who qualify to get in and take the class. And for example, the baking class that starts next month is 10 weeks long, 4 hours a day, 5 days a week. So it's a lot. And they do more than teach how to bake. They teach life skills. They teach how to start your own business and different things like that. So it's a great program, and we're glad to be partnering with them.
So now that you have grown so much, which is great, and you now sell products to many different retailers here in the area, what's the next step? What do you see? You said that you are planning on hoping to get more women in next week. What would you like to see for the future of Vida Plena and to grow and to tell viewers how they might be able to participate or
So Vida Plena is more than a business. It's a program. We offer all these tertiary services and help, whether it be emotional, psychological, legal help. We help with homework. It's kind of a full package, whole family service, and we want to grow that. The business side is what we use to sustain ourselves, and so we're always looking for more partners. And this area has over 100 all-inclusive hotels. We have a couple dozen that we're working with, and it's been fantastic working with those partners. But we're always looking for more partners, and if anybody's hearing and wants to stop by, they're always more than invited to join us here and come check out the campus with the school and the orphanage and Vida Plena. So I think that we've been entrusted with a lot. We have a full plate, and now we're just trying to eat it and do the best we can and grow. We think the program is starting to really come together to serve the whole family, but we can only do that if we have the sustainable piece, which is the orders from clients and things like that. And you can see the merchandise is beautiful. It's handmade. We use Larimar, pearls, amber, coconut, bamboo. It's all handmade by these ladies that we just talked with, and I'm so proud of them.
Okay, welcome. It's so nice to have you on the show today, and I'm so glad that you could do this with me.
It's good to be here.
Happy to be here too.
Yeah.
Thank you. So tell me a little bit about Second Mile Missions, how it got started, and then piece by piece, how it became the wonderful thing that it is today.
Okay. Well, it all started on a family vacation, and my extended family was celebrating my parents' 60th wedding anniversary, and so they decided to come down to Punta Cana area in 2006, over Christmas of 2006, and celebrate. And there's 40 some of us, and so a couple months before that, I just felt led by God to do something. We have 40 people, we can help, we can bring stuff. I didn't really know, and so I started making a whole bunch of phone calls, and the last one was to a pastor in the area, Pascual Borrell, who we still work with, and he said, yeah, come on down, we'll have a party with kids. He knew Nancy and I were teachers, and it ended up being a party of 144 kids, very small room, and we handed out clothes and shoes and medicine and vitamins and toys and candy and all this. And after that, he approached Nancy and I and said, can I show you some other places that have needs, like schools and stuff? And we said, sure. And so we went around the area a couple days later and looked at some really pretty poor schools, very small, kids sitting on the floor, no materials, no chalkboards, anything. And we were just like, oh. And so the last place we went to was a Haitian immigrant village called Monte Verde. And as we pulled in, there's just kids running all over the place and poor and no water, no electricity, garbage, pigs, chickens, everything. And the smell was amazing. And
amazingly bad.
Yeah. And Nancy just asked, why aren't these kids in school? And he said, there is no school. And so I was just like, wow, give me a number. What would it cost to start a school? And he just kind of stopped for a second and said, well, we could probably start a school for these kids with around $800 a month. And the Holy Spirit just grabbed Nancy and I and just we just knew we had to do that. And so we started that in motion. And in the school, a little school in the back of a church, we added on to the church. We actually had a mission trip come down. Some people come down and help us, and we added 2 rooms onto the back of this little building. And in September of 2007, we started with 62 kids and 2 teachers.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was amazing.
2 teachers. Wow.
Yeah.
Of all different ages.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Wow. Yeah.
Elementary, but multiple ages in the elementary.
Right.
Yeah, and
Just to start.
and so it was just a start, and we thought this is great, and we had no design of becoming big or anything. It was just we were providing a need, and the next year it went up to like 110, something like that, and in that little place. And the year after that, our 3rd year, we were up to 150. And so we started in 2009 building a school, an elementary school, and it opened in 2010 for 400 kids. And we filled it like that. It just filled up. And so as we're sitting there, I mean, at that moment, we're going, wow, we could do better, and we could do more. And so at that, right in 2010, we made plans and we built our preschool. And so in 2011, the preschool opened. 2012, the high school opened.
Wow.
And all of a sudden, we have almost 800 kids in the school. And then I've always had a dream of a trade school, and we built a trade school the year after that. It opened in 2013. And then as you're working with families and working with these kids, and you get involved in their lives, you just see a lot of need, more than just education. You just see food, sanitation, everything. The needs are amazing when you start dealing with poor people. And so that led us to the problem with, we saw what was happening with girls and their plight in poverty.
And so tell me a little bit about that, the girls, and you're talking about the girls for Casa de Esperanza, House of Hope.
Right.
And so you saw these girls, and basically these girls come from
rough backgrounds. The families are very dysfunctional. There's always dysfunction and poverty, and we consistently had girls that we knew were being abused physically, sexually, and they're students in our school, and you tend to feel like you're more responsible for them, or
of course
want to help them. So we knew of quite a few, and then one time one of the girls came to us and asked for a different place to live because she knew her life was being threatened by her stepfather.
Oh, God.
And of course we didn't have anywhere to put her, so she ended up beaten and raped by her stepfather 2 days after she asked us for help. And that was kind of the day that we said, we have to do more. We have to help these kids. We can't. Education is wonderful,
right,
obviously, but if they don't make it through school. So we built what we thought was going to be a safe house for girls. So if there was problems at home, they could come to us for a period of time, and we could maybe reconnect them with other family. But the girls that have come have stayed, so it's just the safest, best place for them to be.
Wow.
So we have 12 girls right now, and 5 of them, the first 5 that started were students in our school already that we knew were in danger or not living in a safe environment. So we gained the rest from social services in the Dominican Republic.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a great environment for them.
It is wonderful, but I could just imagine, because knowing the need around here, that there are hundreds more, if not more than that, just like it. What do you do to try and, because I mean, at the end of the day, we try and help everybody you can, but at the end of the day, like, there's that point where you know that unfortunately you can't help everybody because there's so much need. How do you do that? How do you cope with that? Like, how?
Pray a lot.
Pray a lot.
Really,
Yeah.
seriously,
Okay.
pray a lot, and for wisdom, for just making decisions like that, because we see many people that come with
The needs are endless.
Yeah.
And
Right.
you just have to know you can do whatever you can. We
And
have
so-
a program where we have employed people, such as Vida Plena.
Yep.
But we've also given grocery money to certain families that we know are at risk. Maybe the parents can't work, they're fine, but they're just finances are an issue. Just lots of different things that we've tried to do to help those in need.
And now we have a psychologist who works with us and works with the adults and works with the families and has programs going on that are helping them to be able to get out of their situation, get out of their poverty, by teaching them life skills, teaching them finances, teaching them, things like that.
Self-esteem.
Self-esteem is huge.
So if we can help the families, the moms, change their mindset and educate their children, it's kind of a holistic look at how to help an entire family.
Vida Plena is a big part of that too. And that was started about 5 years ago. I was listening to another ministry talk and how they were saving girls from the sex trafficking and that kind of stuff. But then they hired the girls that they brought out of that, they would put to work making jewelry. And then they would send the money back to the parents of these girls. Great program. But I just felt like, wow, let's cut out that part, the tragedy part, and let's put the moms to work so they don't have to sell their daughters and make money off of them into prostitution and use that and save the girls from going through all that trauma. And so it's just taken a while, and now we're into that program almost 2 years with Josh Porter.
Wonderful.
And it's really going well, and it's just amazing and our psychologist works with those women too and their families and all that. And so it's just a neat program how you can just work in people's lives holistically, not just education, but everything together. The whole family is involved.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you're familiar with Jeffrey Canada. He has the charter school Harlem Children's Zone in Harlem, and he calls it the pipeline. Like, it's not just the children in school, from the time that the parents are pregnant with these children to the time all the way up through when they're going to high school and college. Like, it is a whole approach in order to get the children to succeed, because a lot of times if you're just concentrating on the child, well, they still have to go home and live with the family and stuff. And if, you're having difficulties in the family life or trying to get them to buy into the child's education to support them in that, then,
it's a challenge.
It is.
It is.
Parents are very influential, so you can only do so much at school.
Right.
So this helps the whole picture, the whole family.
Absolutely. Yeah. And so now that, it's 13 years later, and it's been wonderful. You have so many different pieces and so many things that you have been blessed with in the sense of what you have created here. What is it that you're working on to do for the future? Obviously, sustain what already exists. But
what's kind of nice? Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
We call it going back to the future, and we're actually going back into the village that we very first started in, and we have started a little school in that same church because the need is so great here in this community for education. And we did a survey about 2 years ago and found out that there was almost 500 kids of elementary age without the opportunity to go to any school, anything. And so we thought, okay, it's time to go back there and start another program and stuff. And so,
what is the reason that these children are not in school?
There's no school buildings.
The public schools haven't been built to sustain the population. So there's so many kids, there's just no school buildings for them to go to, public school.
Yeah.
Yes, I've seen that myself. And that is the thing. Now, as far as, I know many children don't have papers. Is that...
The way we understand it, up till high school age through 6th grade, they do not need their documentations.
Okay.
And so, and that's why we're starting with an elementary school again to at least get that going. And then Part of the plan might be in the future to help them get their documents if they don't have it, so they can go on to high school.
Right.
But we got to start somewhere.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, absolutely.
Papers or no papers.
Right.
we'll just
And that's the
educate
thing
them.
too with children too. The younger they are, you get them younger, then the more influence you can
Yep.
have
Yep.
over changing their life and
Right.
providing, at least giving them some chance and hope and opportunity for their future. So that's wonderful. Thank you all for tuning in to the program. A special thanks to Vida Plena and Second Mile Missions for the tremendous work they continue to do here in the Dominican Republic. Also, thank you to Talking Dog Film for parts of the video footage used on today's show. If you would like to know more about Vida Plena, please visit their website at www.vidaplena.love or Second Mile Missions at www.secondmilemissions.org. Continue to watch What's Up Punta Cana with Christy Maggio. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Until next time, this is What's Up Punta Cana with Christy Maggio.